Okay, peeps. I'm going to be doing a self-care protocol procedure here using honey. And I don't have any local honey, which is probably preferable, but I got some Manuka honey some time ago, and I wasn't even sure why I was getting it, but now I have the need for it. So what I'm going to do is show you how to relieve certain conditions. This stuff is like magic, literally like magic. So I have neuropathy in my feet, both my feet, especially my left foot. Now it has come down a bit because it went all the way up to my up my thigh, and then it started to go back down from other protocols. I'm doing the self-healer protocol, which is the plasma, the sea salted water. I've been doing that for almost a year and a half, and that's helped with a lot of things, especially my skin. You can see my skin is nice and smooth and clear and dewy, which I attribute to the hydration and the fat that I take in, a lot of fat. I put like I probably put 2 teaspoons of butter to a cup of coffee. I only have like coffee usually once a day, and it's decaf because I'm quitting coffee, caffeine anyway. So I'm going to use this on my, there's a video up from Sylvie from New Earth, and she's doing this, showing her doing it to someone else. So I'm just going to do it to myself, and I've already put a little bit on, so I'm just going to keep applying it. Now the person she did it with, it has arthritis. That's not my case here. The only place I have arthritis is in this little finger. You can see it, but the rest of my body does not have that happening. So I'm just applying this, and then you will just sort of like I call it like cupping. So you're like pulling out the whatever the crap is that's causing that, and it magically just comes out, and you keep putting it on. I'm not going to do the whole thing here because it takes a while to do it, but you apply it and you keep doing it until it turns gray, and you're literally seeing the crap coming out in that gray color. It's like pulling out the toxic whatever is creating the condition. So I have something happened to my back just recently, and I'm not sure what caused it, but it's so painful. But it's kind of an awkward spot to be doing it in, and I'm not really quite comfortable where I'm at now doing this either. But I just wanted to show you, I'm just applying it to the area where it's affecting me, and it goes up like over my ankle, and the rest is down into my toes mostly is where I feel it the most. So I'm going to put it all over that, and then when I'm done, I'm going to soak in my I have a copper tub, 100% pure copper tub. It costs like $150. I don't remember how much it costs, but it's not a cheap little basin to soak in. So I put, my Epsom salts and all my different salts and stuff into the water and soak in that. So I'll probably just soak this off. So I'm just applying this liberally, and then just keep like cupping it, like you're like literally with the intent of pulling it out, and then see what happens. See the miracle. So I am sliding off this seat, which is not very good. So I got to take my foot down. I have a pillow on here and it's moving around. So the action is just kind of like, sort of like cupping or pulling with the intent of pulling out all this nastiness that's in everybody. Everybody has this, so don't think you're an exception. Some people, it's just not showing up yet, and they don't want to see it. But I look at it as if it ain't out of you, it's in you. All this, what do you call it? What's the word? I can't even think. It's part of the depopulation agenda. Transhumanism. So we all have operating systems in us. So I'm just this is going to be strictly for doing this stuff, so it's not going to be anything I eat. So, and I'm not even worried about it. But I just keep applying it on. Now, this is the first time I've done this, so I don't even know the exact results, but I wanted to record it. So either way, if it does something good, if it doesn't, I can report on it and tell you what kind of results I got. So I'm just going to keep on doing this. I'm going to keep on pulling out the toxins through this process of just like cupping or pulling out this stuff with intent. Now you could go watch Sylvie. She just put up a video on it and see how she did it and how she's doing it to someone else. So it's probably easier for someone else to do it to you than do it to yourself. But whatever, if you don't have someone else to do it for you, you have to do it yourself. So we have to experiment on ourselves and find out what works for us. So I'm not going to keep doing this, but you just keep doing it and keep pulling it out, pulling it out. It will coagulate and turn into this whitish gray matter until it doesn't do that anymore, until the gray is gone. So it's probably going to take maybe, I don't know, an hour or so. It's probably different for everybody, but my body is probably not quite as toxic in some ways as other people, because I've been aware of some of these things for the longest time. You know, I've been on the fluoride thing for over 40 years. People are just still don't even know it's happening, or don't want to believe it, or in denial about it, and think the water everywhere is corrupted. So good luck with trying to find good water. But I'm using Crystal Geyser right now, but there are 126 brands of bottled water putting lithium, medical dose lithium, in the bottled water. So I'm assuming that's probably where some of my vertigo comes from, and from in the sky, all that pretty pink that everybody thinks is such beautiful sunsets. They have no idea what they're looking at. These skies weren't like this 50 years ago when I was able to observe them. 50, more like 70 years ago. I've been watching these skies for way longer than most people have been even on this earth. So, okay, that's just something else you might want to try and see how it works for you, and try to record it if you can, your results or non-results, whatever happens, because we have to work together to try to figure out what's going on and what we could do to help ourselves. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Stay smiling, stay happy, stay loud.